Well, howdy everybody. Welcome to another episode of Forgotten Texas History. I'm your host, the Texas Adventurer, Chris Larson. And we're back here in Columbus today for another round in the feud between the Reese family and the Townsend family. So we're standing out here in front of the Stamford Bank and Opera House. So on Saturday, July 5th, they turned the second story up there in the Opera House into a skating rink. And so Hub Reese went up there and strapped on a pair of skates and was enjoying himself and skating around with everybody else in the crowd. So Dr. Joe Lessling was up there roller skating with Hub, and as Hub came around one of the corners, Marion Hope burned him in the face with a cigar, slapped him in the face and insulted him, and then backed him into a corner and proceeded to start beating him up. So Hub got away from him, came outside and went down Spring Street here to get his brother Walter. At the same time, Marion Hope and Hiram Clements both left and went down the street here. So the blue building behind me, or the building with the blue windows behind me, was a Franz saloon at the time. Marion Hope had stashed a shotgun and a pistol inside of it. And so he went there and retrieved his guns, and then he went down a couple doors to the grocery store and hid out. So Hub Reese and Walter Reese came around this corner and were checking in all the windows of all the buildings all the way down the street, looking for Marion Hope. So Hub and Marion were walking down this sidewalk right here, looking at all the windows, trying to find Marion Hope. When they got right down here to the Franz saloon, they were looking in the doors. Whenever Marion stepped out from the alley right there behind the Keezer's Market sign and shot both of them with his shotgun. So they just got shot in the arms and legs. So they were laid on the ground right here in front of the saloon, shooting back at him. He went back in the grocery store. So while all that was going on, Hiram Clements had walked down here to where the bank is now. That used to be where a bunch of law offices were. And he had a rifle stashed in one of the law offices. Dr. Joe Lessling was a dentist. He had his office in the second story of that building right there across the street. And he also went upstairs and got a rifle. So as all the shooting was going on in front of the saloon, Hiram Clements came out of the law office with a Winchester and fell down dead. Nobody knew why. They didn't think that the Reese boys could have shot him. So they questioned the good doctor who was up in that second story window there behind me. But he didn't have a rifle on him, so they let him go. So there used to be a big oak tree right next to this building. And it was cut down in the 1920s or 30s to widen the road. And when they cut it down, they found an old rusty Winchester in the trunk of it. So evidently when Dr. Joe Lessling shot Hiram, he had tossed a Winchester down the hollow of the tree, avoided jail or any more further questioning, but they found it, like I said, after everybody was dead in the 1920s or 30s. So if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe, and y'all keep exploring Texas.